Let's briefly go over ourselves. What do we have? The main thing that's important for us, we have a lot of money. How does this work? We have capital, meaning documents that are verified by lawyers. Please, 1.1 billion baht. If we talk in dollars, that's $34 million, maybe a bit closer to $40 million. This is capital, not working capital, not how much we've sold. This is capital. This is very important because, of course, we are accountable to our investors with our own capital. If your client is making their first deal, they often focus heavily on the issue of risk. How risky is our investment? Is it really reliable? What if it doesn't get finished? What about this? Then what about this? And all of this is because people worry. They want, of course, to protect themselves as much as possible. Here with us, it's safe. We have money, and that's really great. Also, if you're buying a deal, the price starts from 8.5 million baht, which is about $270,000 to $300,000. We even offer clients payment options after construction is completed. That is up to 5 years after receiving the keys. We have many of our own businesses on the island. Each year, we open about 3 or 4 more businesses, all of which are part of the same holding company. A client who buys the apartment and receives the ambassador card gets special prices at all our businesses. All our businesses are aimed at surrounding the client who lives here, for example, in their own apartment, with services so that they don't spend money outside our company. That is, we have restaurants, spas, and boats. We go fishing, we go scuba diving, and we have 25-meter yachts as well, of course. And we host many events. We have our own furniture factory. What else do we have? A construction company. So in this way, everything just keeps opening and opening and opening. We have my colleague, Cecilia. She has an amazing work day. The owner came to her and said, listen, the road, here you have an unlimited budget, open businesses under our name. And so she is engaged in opening businesses. It's a very interesting job because she has to find a director, of course, hire staff and develop a strategy for how everything will operate. And again, this is good for us because our clients receive high-level service since our apartments are expensive. Naturally, the businesses we open must meet premium quality standards and be of a high level. That is, the food must be delicious, everything must look beautiful, and all these services must be up to standard so that a client who comes to use our service before buying an apartment doesn't think, no, maybe this isn't such a good place, but instead thinks, wow, I should see what else they do with their apartments. Next, we have awards. We receive awards often and in great numbers, and we are very happy about it. It is very pleasant for us. Dot Property. These are truly prestigious awards. This year we received 2 more, which again is great because it means professionals in the market are noticing us. But of course, it also comes down to the fact that we have the opportunity to receive them. This is point 5 about the budget. We have a project that we have already built. This is the 5-star Cora Resort on the first coastline. It is located from us. According to the map, it's only 500 meters away. Here we have the hotel section, and this is the residential section. Everything is available to clients who have purchased an apartment or villa with us. They receive an ambassador card and a 20% discount on hotel stays. Restaurants, the spa inside the hotel, everything, please, is available at reasonable prices, which is very nice. For those who want to live here, we have a community for investors. We organize sports events, go yachting, hold master classes, and much, much more. Why Phuket? Here I use logic. I ask the client, why Phuket? Because if we've brought the client here, they're already interested. In Phuket, we're simply on the same wavelength with them. All the shops are located nearby. About the location, what's important here for us? Since you've already been here, Elena, you've already seen that everything here is premium and luxurious. Where is the green circle of Ayana? That's where we are located. This is actually Bang Tao and Layan beach. It's about 7 kilometers long. It's important for us to understand when we're selling a project who our neighbors are. And why is real estate here so expensive? Just 5 minutes away from us by car are Anantara and Trisara, world-renowned hoteliers with locations all over the globe, offering accommodations at a very high price point. The average cost of staying at Anantara and Trisara is not for the cheapest room, but it's also far from the most expensive. It costs 3,000 euros per night. This really highlights the fact that clients are willing to pay a lot of money to stay in this location. And that means the place is definitely premium and expensive. Next, we have Banyan Tree along the beachfront. It's located right here on this very beach. Currently, it is represented in 142 countries. At the same time, the very first one in the world appeared right here in Phuket, which is very nice. Dositani, again, is a 5-star hotel that is highly valued and in great demand worldwide throughout the year. They were also built right here on this beach. All this shows that in Phuket, this is the most expensive location and the best hoteliers are located here. When these hoteliers choose which beach to build on, for them, the cost of the land is not an issue. They understand that their prices are high, the check is high. The people who come here, they choose the location, and everything is located here. Our gem is Amanpuri, which completes this line, a private club for dollar millionaires. Here we can see that Leonardo DiCaprio really likes to stay at this villa. A friend of mine works as a real estate broker in Phuket, and when Leonardo DiCaprio came to Phuket, he rented not only a villa, but also a yacht. And my friend dressed up as a waiter on that yacht just to serve champagne and get a closer look at the stars. Whenever we spot a private jet landing nearby, or if we happen to see those famous individuals who are constantly being featured on the nightly news, you can be absolutely certain that they are all choosing to stay at the incredibly exclusive and world-renowned Amanpuri resort. For example, we have this funny measure on the island, the price of a coconut, because we're all used to drinking coconut there. And a coconut in the cheapest place costs about 20 baht, that's about $6, but at Amanpuri it costs around $20, 0.7, 0.6. A coconut costs 60 cents in the cheapest place, but at Amanpuri the same coconut will cost 372, which is about $12 to $15. So the point is that it's the same product, the same coconut from the same tree. There's no special variety or anything exclusive about it. They're all picked the same way, but the price is evaluated differently. Here are our locations where we are right now. Right now, I'm sitting in this blue building. This is the office. And right behind me is our construction site. It's 500 meters straight to the sea from here. There's a very important detail here that professionals notice, which is exactly why we have so many sales. Here we can see that the beach itself, the hotels, everything is expensive and high-end. But that area closer to Amanpuri has long been built up. And there's definitely construction going on there. That is, there are a lot of low-rise Thai houses there. And somewhere, a small piece of land gets developed. Someone buys it and builds a condominium there. Naturally, everyone around is just shocked. There might be some bike paths there, but no proper roads for cars. People there are really surprised. They say, like, wow, a whole building has sprung up, even though we used to live here as a small village. We don't have anything like that here. All the land here is being developed at the same time with expensive condominiums that have full infrastructure, like mountains in the city, where you don't have to leave your home at all to get any kind of service. Here, if we look at this part, if you can see the arrow, this is our core, directly 500 meters away. We have 50,000 square meters here. I'll show you now what we have inside. Here, our Ukrainian neighbors are building VR, right? Here they are building Layan Green Park. But for us, the most important thing is this large piece of land, which is empty and without trees. They've already started driving piles here, but they still haven't announced it to the market yet. Closer to the sea, they will build the Hyatt Hotel. It will be the first hotel to have 6 stars. This is a very significant development for us because we've never had more than 5 stars before. At the same time, Hyatt is an expensive brand, and once again, the real estate around it will increase in value. As soon as they make the announcement, our prices will go up. In this area, we have a shopping complex because all this land is owned by a company called Central Group. They have already built 5 shopping complexes on our island and 126 throughout Thailand. There will be no apartments for sale in the Hyatt. They are keeping it for themselves as a reputation project to show how much they have achieved, which is really cool. Right next to us here is the Gardens of Eden. In the first section, closer to the sea, their apartments now start at $800,000 for a 1-bedroom. Again, everything around us consists of large construction complexes. There are no small houses. No one is walking pigs or chickens here. The whole area is immediately being developed with neighbors who have a high price per square meter, which will ultimately lead to all these complexes having restaurants and spas, and all this commercial infrastructure is there so that residents will spend money. And not just residents, but also people from other complexes will come. This will create high competition within a small area because every restaurant will want to attract as many customers as possible. Every spa, and not just spas, everyone wants clients to come to them to visit their place. So they will compete with each other, whether it's by quality or by price. All of this will create benefits for the clients who live here. Plus, the fact that we have a choice, having a choice is always a good thing. So what do we have here? If we look to the left side, here, in short, everything is already built up. Lakes and a golf course are just 5 minutes away from us. There's a lot of greenery, which is really great. Below markets, hospitals, everything is here. Shops, supermarkets, all within 10 to 15 minutes. That's what we have here. We have a big difference compared to many complexes on the island since the land here is very expensive. So what happens? Everyone builds houses close to each other. Sometimes when you look at a finished project, it seems like the houses are so close together that you could just reach out your hand and immediately shake hands with your neighbors. But that won't be the case here. Here's what it will be like here. The distance between these buildings is 70 meters and the length is 110. We're making 8,000 square meters. It's simply a huge park. At the same time, we're not making it at ground level, not on the first floor, but at the level of the second floor. There will be pools, trees, shade, everything you need. We can relax and enjoy ourselves. There's somewhere to go outside. It's not just that you have a house with a pool next to it. Under the park, there's a huge parking lot of 9,000 square meters. There will be enough space for everyone. And in our complex, 60% of the apartments have a sea view. The pools cover almost 2,000 square meters. So there will definitely be things to do, which is quite rare. What's great is that when you're in the building on the left, you can see your friends who moved into the building on the right. You can shout to them and say, "My dear friends, I'm here," but they won't hear you. It's too far away. This is something that's hard to convey in pictures, but works really well here when clients visit, and almost all our buildings are already topped out. We can already go in and look at the apartment, meaning that clients who come in person have the opportunity to enter the apartment, touch things with their own hands and see what they want. They look around and say, "Wow, it's so much. It seems so little there, but here it's such a huge sandwich, a huge football field." What do we have? This is how it looks, meaning the entire complex faces the sea. We have many interesting architectural and design solutions. For example, one of them is that the buildings located farther away are 90% sea view, meaning they are on a hill even higher than the rest of the complex, so that the maximum number of apartments would have a sea view. What did our architects do? They put windows with a sea view in every apartment, making them stretch across the entire width of the building. We don't have a corridor in the middle of the building. Our corridor runs behind the building like a balcony, because in all our apartments, there is this huge panoramic window from floor to ceiling, all with a sea view. And of course, everyone benefits from this. And this is how it looks inside. A beautiful line, no sharp corners. There are even waterfalls. Parking spaces. Inside there is a co-working space, saunas, a spa, and gyms. Everything is provided so that, once again, people don't leave the complex. The entrance area, I really like how you did it. So for us, you enter the parking from the left or right on the ground floor. Now the next shot, here we are, reception. When people arrive from the airport, they're tired, they want to check in, they're standing at the reception, doing something else, getting their luggage out of their taxi or minibus. You're relaxing in the park, you don't see them. It's really great that you can't see this from the park. The cars driving by, scooters and everything else are all 5 meters below you. Super. Apartments range from 43 to 112 square meters. There's something for every taste and preference, please. What do the apartments look like? Let's skip that, it's all in the presentation. Let's discuss a nuance that's important to us. It's the price of apartments with a sea view. It grows significantly faster than the price of apartments on flat land because our neighbors, all the projects currently being built on the island, are being built on flat land. This means your view is either of the neighboring building, the pool, or at best the park. We have a sea view. That's a super attractive sales point for clients who want to invest. It will grow even more. Regarding the apartments, let's take the 75 square meter one. It's our most popular option. At 75.5 square meters, we have an understanding of what the yield will be. At a price of $500,000, we get 15.5 million baht. For daily rentals, for which we will take full responsibility and handle everything for you, it will rent for 7,000 baht in the low season and 13,000 in the high season. But how does this work? Our low season is from May to October, and occupancy will only be 50%. We're not saying that occupancy will be 100% or even 80%. We're making a pessimistic calculation. And in the high season, we have 80% occupancy. So we've earned 2.5 million baht for the client. Out of that, 30% is taken by us here for management. The client receives 70% to their account. Minus one more item, utilities, which they have to pay in any case. This is calculated at $1.80 or 60 baht per square meter. We pay for the year in advance. If the client prefers to choose a rental system, not by the day, but from 30 days or by months, then our commission as a management company will be only 10%, which is really great. What do we have as standard regarding payments? We pay 35, 20, 30 for the apartments. Again, if we have apartments that cost more than 8.5 million baht, then we can pay 50% upfront and 50% 5 years after receiving the keys. So that's what we have here. We have this small building, just 2,500 square meters of apartments. We think there are probably about 12, maybe 10 units available right now, and that's it. It's sold out, even though we haven't even entered the market yet. So what's happening with us? On the first floor, there are commercial spaces, 1,500 square meters. entrances for restaurants, coffee shops, and multiple outlets. Again, everything is under our brand. We do not lease out the commercial spaces. And on the second, third, and fourth floors, clients have the opportunity to purchase an apartment. What will it look like? All the commercial spaces are beautiful. Everything is top-notch. The important thing is that by purchasing an apartment here at Ayana Commons, you become part of the service and get access to everything. So this park is available to you. Underground parking is available. Absolutely everything we have, all the infrastructure works for the entire complex. What does it look like for us? This is how it looks. As you can see, I showed the entrance area where we have the reception on the first floor. Here is the entrance right in front of it, closer to the road. It's a rather small complex with only 39 apartments. The 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom units were sold out on the first day during a closed pre-sale for those who had sold more than $700,000 worth of our properties. If you sold $700,000 worth of our real estate, we gave you one apartment at the closed pre-sale so you could sell it before anyone else. As for prices, an apartment starts at 3,600,000 baht for 32 square meters. And what are we offering now? If you have clients who are interested in such apartments, we suggest you register the client, send us their details, and then on the 22nd, we will have a lottery. If you win, your client will have the right to purchase an apartment from me. So you don't have to pay anything in advance. Everything is arranged for your convenience. The apartments that are not sold by the 26th will then be put on the market, and on the 26th, there will be an open sale where you can come, see which apartments are left, and choose the unit that suits your client best. Let me show you a bit of what we have inside. The lobby will be like this, 74 square meters, quite small. Here's the entrance to the apartments. What does the apartment look like inside? It's 32 square meters, and it's not a studio. It's a 1-bedroom with a separate bedroom, which is very convenient. There are 2 types, but they're almost identical. This is what it looks like inside. Large floor-to-ceiling windows, spacious, everything will be bright, air conditioners, all appliances, furniture, everything is turnkey and ready. There are also 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom options. The 2-bedroom units are 54 square meters. This is actually a really great offer. They were priced at only, I think, 6 million baht. Which is really great because as of today, if we look not at this building but at any other building in our project, the lowest price is 8,360,000 baht for 43 square meters. So here you can get it for 500 to 600. It seems like it's almost for free. That's why the demand is high. If your clients have a request, it's great that we have a good offer at a very reasonable price, so to speak. Even an indecently low price. If we include furniture and appliances, then for a 1-bedroom apartment, it's $200,000, $180,000. If we don't take the furniture package, the kitchen will be there, but there won't be any appliances. But all the cabinets, everything is installed, everything is ready. The toilet and bathroom are fully connected, everything is ready. Everything that is considered ours, everything that's attached to the wall is all ready. So we only need to buy a sofa, a coffee table, a dining table, a bed, a mattress, and nightstands, a television. In fact, the apartment is delivered as ready as possible. All the air conditioners are always installed right away. Everything, absolutely everything is ready.
So once again, how will this giveaway work? So we submit the client's information and you say if there are any apartments left. If it's a giveaway, I thought all of them would be taken. We
don't know. Sometimes it happens that clients say they're ready to buy, they send all their information, but when their turn comes, they've already made a decision, bought other apartments, or changed their mind. Anything can happen. They might not like any of the available units, so we'll just have to see how things go.
Because
there are clients who came in and said, here's the money, we want 3 units in a row, we want to combine them, take our money. But we can't do that because we promised everyone that we would create equal conditions for all, that this wouldn't happen. Some people get a better unit and some don't. That's why the decision was made to do it this way. So we look at whether we have a view inside or towards the road. If we look towards the road, then you have a view stretching into the distance. If we look inside, then it's 10 to 12 meters to the neighboring building. There will be a green area here. And here, for example, clients choose the inside because they don't want the noise from the road. You just open the window, for example, if you want it to be quiet. There are no windows facing this direction in the neighboring building. All the windows in the neighboring building face the other way. So they only have corridors here that lead to the apartments. It won't be like you're in your apartment here and someone else is in their apartment over there looking right at you. We won't allow that to happen. Everything is for the clients to make it as comfortable as possible. If we're talking about a sea view, we only have apartments of 75 and 112 square meters left. The 75 square meter ones with a sea view start at 15 million baht. And we have the opportunity to arrange both discounts and gifts. Right now, we have some very fun gifts. The marketing director is actually walking by right now. They came up with the idea that if you sell a 75 square meter apartment, we'll give both you and the client an iPhone 17 Pro Max as a gift, which on the one hand seems pretty funny. When you're closing a $500,000 deal, you get a phone worth $1,000 or $1,500 as a gift. It's a very interesting solution, but that's what they decided to do. If you sell a large apartment of 112 square meters, we'll give you a MacBook Pro. Again, both you and the clients will get one. Our villas are simply stunning. Along the road, if we look closer to the road, there's the first row of villas. And the farther they are from the road, the higher up they are on the cliff. And the better the view they have. Prices start at 28 million and go up to $110 million. At the moment, we see that there are supposed to be 62 villas here.
Where's number 62?
Oh, there it is. Oh, over on the right-hand side.
Actually, it just got added.
Came in from the other side. So what's going on here? There are 2 villas in total. So far, we've sold 34. There are villas at different levels. We can offer them. We do have something to offer. It's an interesting solution. It's done according to a unique design. I'll show you how now. Here we can see the park area, 2,200 square meters of communal space created for the residents of the complex, which is really great because there's a place to walk with children and spend time outside the house when you just want to go for a stroll. Let's take a look. This is the very first type of villa, 350 square meters. These are 2-bedroom apartments. The design includes a large swimming pool. It says here, I think our pool is 45 square meters, but for some reason it's not specified here. So this is a very large pool, whereas villas usually have only small pools. Parking for 2 cars. We have a large area where the kitchen and living room are located, and the bedrooms are on the 2nd floor, separated from the common area, because we also have another living room on the 2nd floor. So you don't disturb each other on the large terrace. Next, we have my favorite type of villa, 423 square meters. With each villa of this type, we give an extra 40 square meters as a gift. These are balconies on each side where you can do as you wish. If you want to install a jacuzzi, plant a garden, anything you like. Here we already have the heavy angel lux. In Thailand, we have a very strong tradition when it comes to ceilings. Since building heights are restricted here, many condominiums have ceilings that are 2.5 meters high. In our condominium, the ceilings are 2.7 meters, but here we are now entering places where the ceilings are 6 meters high, which is just enormous. When you walk into a room with 6-meter ceilings, like I have right now, I have 6 meters here, you really feel the spaciousness. There's plenty of oxygen and it feels like a luxurious place. It's very pleasant. Here, our pool will be 5 meters longer, 50 meters. So you can choose from different types of staircases. We have 2 types of finishes. We can customize everything. For a client who is buying a villa, the room sizes can be changed. Everything can be changed however you like. Once for free? Why only once? Because clients always come back and want to change things again. Oh, we've changed our minds. After that, everything is for an extra fee. What do we have here? The bedroom, please, is separated. Our entire layout was very beautiful. The bedrooms are separated, which I really like. The guest bedrooms are on the 1st floor and the master bedrooms, there are 2, are on the 2nd floor. At the same time, they are located in different corners of the building so that we can't hear each other. And it's really great that this creates such privacy. It's like having a house within a house. Also, again, on the balcony, we have a family room, which I really like. This area, when you come here, you can talk about your own things. And at the same time, you can see what's happening downstairs, everything that's going on in the pool. You can keep an eye on the whole situation. This is our most popular villa, yes.
How much does B cost, this one?
And this area...
The entire surrounding area?
Around...
The villa. So I see this is the area by the pool, right? This is the whole area where you can, go out, like walk around your villa. Yes.
There is very little land around the villa because land is very expensive and we are building on a cliff. Well, on a mountain, and that's why all our villas have a view. If we're talking about these villas, they're called soluna. That's sun and moon in Spanish. So all of them face the sunset, they all have a view. There are basically no villas with a view on the island. It's extremely rare because all the villas are built on flat land, which means you can only look at a fence or at the pool. And behind the pool, there's still a fence. That's to provide some privacy. Here, it's really great because we're building on a hill. All the villas face forward. There are no villas facing the back, so no one can see you. That's definitely a big plus.
Starting from
29 to 33 million baht. All the price lists are available. We can send everything to you. So what do we have here? Villas on the 2nd and 3rd floors. On the second, third, and fourth levels, type C, and the only difference is that on the second level, they are 2-story, while on the third and fourth levels, they are 3-story. How does that work? Here we can see 2 floors. This is the entrance area. The villas here, the land plots range from 580 to 900 square meters, and the villas themselves are from 584 to 691. What do we have here? A lot of stone, natural materials. You can choose the type of finish you want. The larger villas are on the third and fourth levels. Solar wine cabinet. It's included here, meaning there's a huge area for wine storage. This is the bar area. It's located in the basement that is under the pool. 107 square meters. It's a huge space here. A room where we have a bar, wine cellar, sauna, cinema, and gym. So it's an entertainment area, a place for fun inside the house. At the same time, we're looking at pictures of how it looks here. Everything here, the show unit, the show villa, is ready. And over there, everything looks exactly the same, 1-to-1. That's how accurately everything reflects what was planned. There's even a painting like that there. Again, all the villas face the sunset side towards the mountains. Here, our pool is 60 square meters. Just to give you an idea, a 60 square meter pool is actually bigger than many 1-bedroom apartments. So in the basement, we have a sub-villa for entertainment. On the first floor, which we're used to, there's 1 bedroom, a guest bedroom for a house assistant. Here, we've set up an office, but many clients prefer to make it an additional bedroom instead, since there's a bathroom and a shower here. Of course, please, yes. The ceilings are 6 meters high, huge, with a large living area. I really like the solution we've implemented here. This is the area where we have the dining table, and it seats 12 people. And here is our kitchen. This isn't a kitchen for cooking, it's a kitchen for beautiful serving. So of course we can heat something up or prepare something here, but all the actual cooking is done inside over there. At the same time, we have a glass wall that separates the space, which can be moved towards the barbecue area. So when we're grilling barbecue, there's always something that needs to be washed, or maybe you want to snack on some vegetables and you can immediately step into the kitchen. So your kitchen and barbecue area are practically one single space. It's a great solution from our management. Here we have a wall, and throughout the entire villa, eucalyptus wood is used everywhere. For us, this is imported wood. Everywhere it's natural wood, natural materials. There are many hidden rooms. A secret door has been installed, and when you simply press it, it opens very elegantly. On the second floor, we have 3 bedrooms. We planned it so that the second floor is for the family. You can have your own space here, and here is for the children. The master bedroom is huge with a jacuzzi, a shower, and a bathroom. Everything is spacious with a large terrace. Everything has been designed for your comfort. If you want to change the layout, you can easily make just 1 master bedroom on the second floor. Anything can be done just as the client wishes. One of our clients has many children, and he asked to remodel this bedroom to create as many comfortable bedrooms as possible. And he ended up with 7 bedrooms. And that still wasn't the most luxurious option. These villas range from 49 million to 90 million. And then from 88 to 110 million, we move on to the most expensive villas, which are type D. This is how they look from the outside with their own waterfall, and they also have a sub-level. Here we can see an opening in the roof. This wasn't done by accident because there's a tree that grows from the floor below the pool all the way through the house. A beautiful tree grows right in the center. The pool is already 62 square meters. And of course, there's a large area where we welcome guests, where dinner is served to us, and the master bedroom. Everything is designed to maximize the client's comfort. They can choose their own color scheme. Here, as a nice bonus in Type B, we get an elevator. But again, since we offer customization, the client can choose what they want to do with the villa. If they want, they can have an elevator installed in any villa. We already have fixed prices for this, 1 million baht or $33,000. We can install an elevator for you, no problem. Anything is possible. The D types are right here on the right side. Only levels 2, 3, and 4. The C types are on this side. The park we looked at is right here. Next to us is the International School Fins Cafe. We offer every possible service for our clients. How does it work? If you want to go somewhere and you forgot to walk your dog, just call the reception. We'll walk your dog for you. If you want a chef to come to your home and cook using your ingredients, he will come and cook with your products. And if you want your friends to come over and have waiters set the table and serve beautifully, yes, that's possible. Meeting friends at the airport, any type of service, you name it, we provide everything turnkey. But naturally, we will charge a certain fee for this. We will ask how this is to be paid.